here to see my stream, if it's actually messed up or not. Nope. It's not. It's fine. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna think I'll start a new game, even though I was replaying Resistance, but I kind of like stopped playing for like 2 years because I was worried about my PS3. Balancing text. Oh, okay, I see. And yeah, I haven't streamed in forever, so but and I think the capture is gonna break. Yep. I haven't fully worked out how to capture haven't fully figured out how to capture without issues. The only thing I can do at this point is to there we go. I wish I could use a hotkey to like disable or like to refresh the capture. I guess I'm gonna start
The Chimeran threat began in Russia. The origin of the virus is unknown, but its effects were devastating and swift. In the 1930s, reports of biological experiments began leaking out of Russia. Then reports of villages destroyed overnight. Then entire cities. We feared the Russians had developed a weapon of unparalleled power. The truth was far worse. The Chimera stayed sealed within Russia for over a decade. Then, in 1949, they launched an attack that overwhelmed all of Europe in a matter of weeks. For several months we thought England was safe. But in October of 1950, the Chimera burrowed under the Channel. We had prepared for them, but in 3 months' time, the war was lost.
Yeah.
We abandoned the cities to the Chimera
James.
and retreated to scattered military bases and outposts.
It's been like
The Chimera had
a
won.
year, I think, since my last stream.
On July
Well,
the 11th,
maybe it
1951,
hasn't, but I don't
the
know.
Americans launched an assault on the eastern
But
coast of England.
I've just been
On the
working.
second wave of that assault was a sergeant named Nathan Hale. The actions of that soldier have become a matter of both scrutiny and myth. What follows are the known events of his life from July 11th to July the 14th, the day he was last seen.
Probably my favorite game on the PS3. I mean, I didn't have like too many games on it, but this was one of the first ones that I got. And, lost a lot of the game. Actually, I lost all the original 5 games that I had.
The American soldiers had no idea what they would soon be facing. The US government had sealed its borders in 1950. Radio waves and newspapers became state property. Only the highest levels of their government knew the truth. The operation was an exchange. The Americans were bringing supplies and tanks into York. We were giving them our one secret weapon, something we could offer that they couldn't build themselves. I was the commander of the convoy team that was to meet the US soldiers. We were ambushed in Manchester on the way to the rendezvous. There was no way to warn the Americans. They were on their own in York, fighting an enemy they knew nothing about. We never learnt exactly what happened there. All we know is that Nathan Hale was the sole survivor.
Yeah, hopefully my PS3 doesn't shit the bed. Way below. Oh, wow. Hold on, let me lower the capture card. I think that, oh wait, no, it's, the capture card is not being, unless it is. Should be the mic. I think I have it yeah. Okay. Thanks. That should be better. It might still be loud, the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. The game looks very choppy on the preview screen. I might, I don't really want to switch to my TV or to the display, just because like I won't be able to hear alerts. But I guess I could put on some like headphones. Yeah, it looks smooth. The reason why it's bad on my end is because I'm looking at it through a preview screen, or a full screen preview through OBS. So it kind of looks like dog shit. And if I put it on, like if I just look at the source, it'll be better. But I don't, and also there's like less lag with the source, but I don't really want to do that because it cuts off the audio from my PC. But I guess I could put on headphones. I just have to like have my TV audio like really loud. Yeah, why don't I do that? Um. Let me do a quick test on the audio. Hmm. Speakers. I might have plugged into the microphone jack. There we go. Okay. And that's just so I can hear the actually do some more turn off monitoring on the capture audio. Then I need to find my remote. This is stuff that I should have done while I was trying to set up, but there was PS3. Okay. Okay. Hopefully the audio from the TV isn't leaking to through the mic. But yeah. I remember being so excited when I first played this game, because I had played the demo, which they had on PSN or the PlayStation Store. And the demo was really good. It had 2 missions in it. They were pretty short, but they're pretty good missions that kind of like encapsulate how the game plays, as any demo should. But I mean, there's been some pretty shitty demos like in the past that I've played that aren't anything like the actual game. Oh, fuck. And I also repaired my controllers, and so I had to replace the joysticks. And what I ended up doing, I don't know if you can see, but I have PS4 joysticks on it, so they got the little lip that you can grip onto. Which I prefer over the... I actually prefer it over the original PS3. Okay. Yeah, it does take a little bit of getting used to playing at 30 FPS again. Or playing an FPS on a controller. Yeah. Uh, I I spent I spent so much time trying to figure out how to remove the old joystick, the analog stick modules. Oh god. Um, and like I mean I know how to because I've soldered, you know, before. Like I went to school for computer engineering, so like of course I had to learn how to solder. So like in theory I knew how to remove it, but my heat gun is not really meant for desoldering. So I was thinking about buying a desoldering gun or something meant for that, but it took me a long time to figure out how to do it with the equipment that I had, and I did end up figuring it out. It was I just not before I ruined two new sensors or two new modules. But luckily there was like, because I got two different types. There was one that, because I wasn't entirely sure what would I wasn't entirely sure. Come on. Oh. So much for ducking. Okay. Can't run on M&K. It's always a shift keys controller. Oh, nice. Nice. I need to I need to talk to the other mods. How come I'm not healing? I guess you don't. Oh, that's right. You're not Chimera until after the first mission, I think. But there's no healing. This is something I completely forgot. Oh. Yeah, I need to talk to the other mods and see, because I had floated the idea to them if they wanted to be elevated to super mod, but no one had like any strong opinions like a year ago. But since I'm like thoroughly not involved in the community anymore, it's hard to justify continuing to be the admin on speedrun.com. The only difference between like a regular mod and the admin is basically I can just add new mods and remove mods, and I also can see the audit log and like who changes the leaderboards and what they do. Anybody that interacts with the BPM leaderboards, I can see what's going on. But, which I think that should be given. I think the regular mods should have access to that also, but I don't know why it has to be super mods only. Okay, and then this is the end of the first mission. For this. When I step down here. Ugh.
Captain, you seeing this? What the hell is that?
No one knows exactly how Hale
I
was
swear,
infected by the Chimeran virus. Our only clue is a journal entry recovered from the
Fiddy
body
and
of a
Contra
US
has still been
medic.
kicking around, keeping
It
alive.
says that
Yeah,
he
they're
encountered a number
doing
of comatose
keeping
soldiers
things
in a dry
alive.
creek bed. One of the soldiers, a sergeant, suddenly woke up. Unlike the other
Yeah, I
soldiers,
I
his body
saw
had no wounds at all.
some of the
sergeant refused any
OGs
kind of medical examination,
were
insisting
still
on
active,
catching up to the rest of the company.
but I
If
haven't
that sergeant
I
was in
haven't
fact
been
Nathan
active at
Hale,
all.
then he remains the only known person to wake up after
I should
being infected.
I should definitely get on
Whether
that
the
and ask
Chimeran
them.
virus mutated within him, or whether
Who?
his body
I mean,
had
it doesn't
innate
have to be
resistance
one
to
of them. It
remains a
actually,
mystery.
if they both wanted to be admin, they can both be admin. There's not really a reason why there just has to be one. But usually there's two admins if there's like if it's like a big community. There's usually like more than one admin. So like I believe Super Mario Odyssey has like 2 or 3 super mods.
Hey, Sarge, you all right?
And I know Metroid Dread had 2 super mods. I was gonna say, I swear this... So much media that came out after this game came out in 2006, I think, right? Was this 2006? Yeah, 2006. So I think a lot of media that came out after 2006 actually took inspiration from like the art design of this game. Like, oh man, what movie am I thinking of? Because this is like it's supposed to be like after World War II, during the Cold War, in like the middle of the 50s or something, or no, in the 50s, right? I don't have anything, do I? 51, yeah. So this is like it's supposed to be like immediately after World War II. But because like if you look at the design of the aliens, they look like to me it felt like some of the designs that they had in Cloverfield were taken from here, but I think maybe they were working on like at the same time. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Because Cloverfield came out a year later after this game came out. But
Where
then
the
again,
hell are
like,
the Brits?
games have like really long development times, and movies, I think they usually start filming like, like a year before. And so it might just be coincidence that the creatures in Cloverfield looked a lot like this. But obviously this game took some influence from, I think, Aliens or Alien. Because like the way these guys look, kind of like a face hugger. But I do think that especially like the concept of like that they went with in Resistance, I think there was some similar movie plots, just at different time periods. And I wish they'd remaster this series. Like, these are really good games. I would love to see them released for PC. And these aren't even like... Oh, dude, he died. What was I saying? I don't even think this game is like... just Sony's IP. I think it belongs to Insomniac. Well, did Sony purchase Insomniac? I can't remember. Maybe they did. I know Insomniac games now, all they do is like Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank. But this series was really good. The only thing that I didn't like was the end of Resistance 2, and because they killed the main character. It's like, how do you guarantee... Oh my god. Okay. It's like, how do you guarantee that your game is not gonna get another like something in the franchise? And I think that's kind of like kind of reminds me of what happened with Altered Carbon. Although that's like based off a novel series, right? But it's like, well, the actor that played the main character is not going to be the actor for the main character in the next season. And that was like, we knew that because the main character can take any body, right? But and so, like, I don't know. I guess the second season of Altered Carbon on Netflix was just like, it felt different. All right, no problem. Thanks for dropping by. I totally forgot about this. Oh boy. Where's this last one? Oh, never mind. I guess I've finished. Ooh, thanks for the follow.
Americans regrouped at an abandoned bus depot in southeast York. Under the command of a Captain Winters, they staged a daring tactical offensive. The Chimera had begun to close in on their position. If the Americans could secure the site, they would have a perfect landing zone, and the battle would tip in their favor.
I really like the way this game is structured. It has probably the best pacing out of any game that I've ever played. I think the missions are always like the same length, pretty much. Like they take about the same amount of time to get through. Oh my god. Like one thing I don't like about a lot of modern games is that they have a stupid tendency to like have missions that take hours to get through, and sometimes like the cutscenes too take forever. Okay. Oops. Yeah, but like I was saying, like, a lot of newer games have this dumb tendency to, like, have some missions that are super long and some that are super short. Although, like, I think a lot of newer stuff is non-linear, but for the games that are linear, it's like you can't just sort of like sit down and play through at your own pace, because you don't even know what pace the game is gonna be at, because it changes depending on the mission. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go on this part. Oh, over here. Damn. Okay. Oh my god, where'd you come from? Nice.
Well fought. We might just hold this little piece of heaven. Tabazzini, bring those tanks in here and scrape out a landing zone. Sir! Incoming!
We know from the craters that the Chimera ended the battle by launching spires. There is no defense against a spire attack. By the time you see them in the air, it's already too late. After impact, the spires release swarms of crawlers. Literally thousands of them can come from a single spire. Whole cities have been infected in minutes. After the crawlers have done their work, the Chimeras send in carriers to collect the dormant victims. The role of the carriers is to transport infected humans to conversion centers. It's at these locations that the Chimeran creatures are born. Hale was brought to a conversion center in the town of Grimsby. My convoy team and I were imprisoned at the same location. We had been captured uninfected, so we were put in makeshift pens until they could infect us.
Hmm.
Oi, mate! Over here! Over here! Help us! Get us the hell out of here!
Hey! Over here! The console! Shoot the console! Bloody hell! Thanks for that. I'm Parker,
Hey, Sergeant Hale, 1st Rangers.
an American. We thought the Chimera stopped all of you in York.
Chimera?
Those creatures. Oh, you jammed it.
How convenient.
I'm sorry, Hale. Looks like you'll have to find your own way out. I'll be in touch. Frequency 77.6. It was strange enough that a lone American soldier was walking around a Chimeran conversion center. But it was his eyes that were most disturbing. They showed unmistakable Chimeran traits. It was subtle, but it was there. Whoever Nathan Hale was, he wasn't entirely human.
Nice.
Italian Hale, I want you to keep your eyes peeled. We need to learn all we can about this place.
Oh boy. Ooh, nice. Can I get up here? I don't think I can. Do-do-do-do. Oh, I gotta go up.
The conversion center was built on top of an old fish cannery. Networks of tubes transported the bodies from one stage of conversion to another. Once humans are infected by the Chimeran virus, they fall into a coma. The virus begins changing their bodies from the inside out, eventually turning them into one of the Chimeran creatures. The conversion centers simply speed up the process.
Sergeant Hale, come in. I'm seeing more hybrid patrols now. They must know we've escaped. Be careful.
I don't think there's anything back there. No, thank you. No, no. No, I can't do anything. I don't know how to do any. I should probably learn how to use the mod tools. Whoa. Cutscene.
During the second phase of the conversion process, the humans are wrapped in cocoons. This accelerates the final stages of the conversion. What emerges from the cocoon is determined by the strain of the virus. Each Chimeran creature is created by a separate strain. What we call hybrids, the ones that most closely resemble humans, have the shortest gestation period. The more beastly creatures take months to create and are made from multiple human bodies.
Look at that. Disgusting. I always liked looking at the environment in this game. It's just like super detailed. And like there's the scene where you can see the chimeras being like equipped and everything with their like backpack thing that keeps their bodies cool. Oh boy. Okay. Now I need to find some health. Oh god. Oh my god. I even... There we go. All right.
The final stage of the Chimeran conversion process is known as the birthing chamber. The cocoons are opened and new Chimera are born. In the case of hybrids, a cooling apparatus is fused into their bodies. The Chimeran metabolism is roughly 12 times that of humans. This results in remarkable healing abilities, but also raises their body temperatures significantly. Without the cooling apparatus, the hybrids would overheat and die.
Yeah, this part is this was always like I was always fascinated by how they got this animation in here. It was always like really cool to me. Like you can see it happening in the game on all of these chambers. Like there's a cocoon. You can see it screaming when it... That's so cool. And get it from a different angle. Yeah. I always liked that. This part was very cool to see this.
Sergeant, I've made it out of the camp. The hybrids are on full alert. Looks like you're going to have a fight on your hands.
Look at those things. It would be cool if you can shoot them. Okay. I really like how destructible the environment is in this game. Oops, wrong button. Hmm.
Sergeant, be advised. The Chimera have set up a trap. They have sentry guns covering your only route out.
Goddamn. Self over here. Oh, come on. Oh, god damn it.
Behind.
Okay.
I was able to make it to the surface and summon a rescue. Flying into the Chimeran territory was always dangerous, but we had to risk it. Hale made it out shortly after. I looked for any further signs of conversion. Fever, nervous movement, paranoia. There was nothing. Just the gold-colored eyes. We flew directly to Manchester. Soldiers had been trying to recover the convoy ever since my squad was ambushed. They knew what was in it. They knew it was our last hope for defeating the Chimera. I wanted to take Hale back to Northern Command for debriefing. Maybe he could sense I was suspicious of him. He joined the Manchester squad before I could say a word.
Path of least resistance. Frag's over here. Mhm. Oh god. God. Oh shit. Damn it. Start all over. Oh shit. Alright, I need to use the grenade launcher. You know what? Now I remember what I was thinking. So earlier I was talking about media that took influence from this, and I couldn't remember like the specific stuff, but now I'm remembering Falling Skies absolutely was inspired by this game. Oh, my controller. So, yeah, my controller dropped connection. Not entirely sure if that's gonna be a recurring thing. Sometimes it does happen a lot. And I'm not entirely sure why. I might have messed something up when I was working on it. I need health. Need health. Oh, there's some.
Bloody Yank's a fast learner!
Oh. Making our way downtown. Oh shit, I almost jumped off. Oh.
The convoy was stranded on the west side of Manchester. The site was guarded by stalkers, so the only route in was on foot. A radio message from Hale's squad said they were entering Manchester Cathedral. The cathedral was a field hospital during the war. It was abandoned in a hurry and still had some supplies and ammunition. Unfortunately, it was also a breeding ground for some of the lower forms of Chimera.
Excuse me. If I recall correctly, this mission is actually really difficult. Yep. And all of my backup is dead. And that's why this mission is ass. Son of a bitch. All right. Oh. Oh shit. Oh my god. think I saw a something over here. No. Intel. There it is. Seems the crawlers avoid infected bodies, been stacking the comatose bodies of our friends against walls to keep the crawlers out. No one has time to think about reverence. Even in a church, Corporal couple. Corporal Lewis and I are the only medics left. Crawlers got Dr. Seaver last night, and we used morphine to stop his heart. The crawlers were dead when we pulled them out. They seemed to act only as a delivery mechanism for the virus. Once the subject is infected, crawlers die and are absorbed into the body. I need health. Oh boy. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. It's so hard to save the NPCs. Oh my god, he just phased through matter. Oh my god. Oh my god. You bastards. Son of a bitch. How can they hit me and I can't hit them? my controller. Oh my god. Oh. What happened? Look at this guy. Wow, I've never seen their animations up close. That's interesting. Yeah, that's fully bugged out. Okay. Nice. Oh shit. Where do I go again? I think I gotta be up here. This way. Okay. Oh boy. Restored health and then not. I forgot that's how you dodge those. Son of a bitch. I could use some heals. He fell like 5 feet and that killed him. What's up, Fantasy? Yeah, this was definitely one of my favorite games growing up.
Mitchell to command! Chimera beat us at a convoy. They are firmly entrenched. We could do with some help from on high.
Negative on that request, Captain. We can't bring air cover with a stalker in the area. You'll have to flush it out.
Affirmative, command. We'll make this place bloody sterile. Mitchell out.
Oh boy. Son of a bitch. Actually, this game was it actually had a really good multiplayer, which I think they still, well, I mean, obviously they shut down the servers, but I think there's a community server that you can connect to. But yeah, this game, the death match was like 60 players in one match, which at the time was pretty insane because the only games that had that many players in one match was like MMOs on PC. And I don't even think like WoW had, well, maybe it did. I don't know. I don't know how many people you could have on a single instance in those
Stalker
games.
is one of the Chimera's most feared weapons. They move
But I
quickly
know,
and
like,
fire anti-aircraft missiles with deadly accuracy.
if I recall correctly,
The
Warframe
technology used in the Stalker remains
in
one of
the,
the most
like,
intriguing
hubs,
and frustrating
and that
mysteries of
this
the
was like
Chimera. Mitchell
almost
had
10
been
years after
fighting
this
and losing
game.
battle most of
But
the
the
morning,
hubs, I think,
holding
were
out
like
until
100 players
reinforcements arrived.
maximum or something like that.
Meanwhile, the Chimera kept coming.
But that
To
wasn't
everyone on
like
the ground, it seemed the
PvP, that was
convoy
just
all but lost.
different players. But the campaign in this game is just really amazing. very well paced.
Looks like we found the fight!
Oh god. They're always just aiming at me.
Standoff won't last. We're taking a supply truck. Braddock, you've got right flank. Go! I'm in position!
Son of a bitch. Oh my god, I'm about to die. I swear, their bullets are like seeking on me specifically.
Press forward! Bowling, take your squad to the center! Hold that ground! Yes, sir! Captain, be advised. We have a bandit closing on your position. We can't wait, right, lads?
All right.
We got a budget. It's laying an egg, Captain. Grab it and ring it, lads. Jacobs, Kelly, lay down suppressive fire on the left. Drive them to the right. We'll set them up. You knock them down.
Cover's useless! All the shots go right through it!
Son of a bitch. It's no coincidence that all my favorite games are either from or before 2014 or indie games. Yeah, I mean, this was a big budget game,
That's the AA we're looking for.
but
Forces get to cover. Give us a
yeah, I definitely, son of a bitch. Oh my god, my controller!
It's weak in the back. Focus fire on the power core.
Oh my god. is how you cheese this fight. This truck is indestructible. Oh, son of a bitch. There we go.
Mitchell to command. Site secure. All stalkers down. You've got your convoy. How about getting us a sodding medic?
Parker here. We're inbound, Captain. 4 minutes out.
Yeah, this game came out in 2006. This is the box. It's reversed because I have the camera mirrored, so that it looks like I'm looking at the screen.
I picked up Hale after the mission. I had seen him approach the containment
This is
cell on the
PS3.
convoy.
I'm playing
The
on
cell
my
had
PS3.
14-inch lead walls,
I restored
but even
my
so, given
controller,
Hale's
and
condition,
I'm
I didn't
using
want him anywhere near it.
joysticks that
With
are
the
for the
stalkers gone, we were able
PS4.
to airlift the cell back to Northern Command. The exchange with the Americans would have
I-
to wait. We were
the
about to execute
joysticks
a very
were, like,
risky offensive
really
operation.
bad
Chimera had been using
because
a network
I've
of
had this
underground
for
tunnels to attack undetected.
almost
The
20
tunnels
years now.
formed a nexus in Nottingham, and if we sealed them off, we would at least briefly
got-
have the upper hand.
I got my PS3 in 2007, so it's been 17 years. And my PS3 is still running. It's the original fat 60 gigabyte version, so I can play PS2 and PS1 games on it. I need to kind of pop it open and make sure that everything's good. Yeah, the PS3 launched in 2006, if you can believe it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I did get it in 2006. Because I got it... No, I got it in 2007. Because I didn't get it for Christmas, I remember. I did get my PSP in 2004... 2005 for Christmas, not 2004. And I did recently kind of restore my PSP also. Oh my god. Jesus. GTA 5 on there. Yeah, you can still buy games on the PS3, actually. They're still supporting it. But they've been shutting down multiplayer servers or online servers for video games or for different games. Oh my god. About to die. Don't die. Oh my god. One game that I didn't have was Killzone 2. I always wanted to play it, but I never had it. I have it now. Perks of being an adult and having money is that I can just buy shit that I want or that I always wanted. But yeah. I still need I want to get Killzone 3 as well. I could have bought both of them together, but when I bought Killzone 2 was like a year ago or 2 years ago. No, I don't know. I bought it some time ago. I wasn't like entirely sure that I was gonna have my job. Like, as long as I've been working there.
Give me a base and fire on this. Sergeant Hale, clear out those meat grinders. Doring, cover his back.
I think I gotta go the other way, but I'm gonna see if there's health. Nope. No health. Yeah, this game is actually pretty short.
Sergeant Hale, we're keeping the mortars busy. Advance on the next nest. I'll keep them off you.
If I recall correctly, you can actually finish this game in like 2.5 or 3 hours.
Lieutenant Childress, status on the mortar battery. Lieutenant Childress! Sergeant Hale, I can't raise Lieutenant Childress. You must destroy those mortars or this raid will be forfeit.
Oh.
Command! Status on those reinforcements? Lieutenant Cartwright, reinforcements are en route. Hold your position. All hands into the light, Captain.
Oh my god, how did you not die? Tunnels converge in Nottingham. Appears to be strategic for strategic junction. Ugh, I can't talk. I can't read. Strategic junction. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read it.
Sergeant Hale, the Camaro are counting on mortar cover to thin our ranks. Thanks to you, they're going to be rudely disappointed.
Nice. Oh shit. No. That's the one thing I hate about this game. I I missed the cutscene because I like rested the controller on my arm and it pushed the the trigger just slightly. So sensitive. That was the one thing that I always hated about this game, is it was so easy to skip cutscenes. And when I was a kid, I was like super into watching these cutscenes because they're actually really good, and they have like, they sort of like go through the whole story. I mean, you see, but yeah, I was. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh.
Lucky bugger! You don't have a scratch on you! In the chops!
Ha! That's for Sheffield.
That's what I wanted to blow up.
Easy.
My god.
Right, sunshine. Got your sack on then. So no one told you what you'd be fighting over here. Bloody diabolical ladders. See that shot back there? Thing of beauty that was.
Thing of beauty that was. They really leaned into the whole like
Swim to Australia. Gonna get Cynthia to marry me.
the British talk funny, and then the Americans are normal. Oh my god. Jesus. There's so many. Damn.
In the chops! Ha! That's for Sheffield!
Easy, Munson. Easy.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, sunshine. Got your sack on then. No one told you what you'd be fighting over here. That's bloody diabolical, ladders. See that shot back there? Thing of beauty that was. Oi, mate, what's up with your eyes?
This mission is pretty difficult. Son of a bitch. There was one left.
In the chops! Ha! That's for Sheffield!
Easy, Munson. Easy. Alright, sunshine. Got your sack on then. No one told you what you'd be fighting over here. That's bloody diabolical, ladders. You see that shot back there? Thing of beauty that was. Oi, mate, what's up with your eyes?
Yeah, there's no running in this game, unfortunately. son of a bitch. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I think I'll switch to a different game. Yeah, I don't think the online servers are on. Yeah.